Hey guys, it's Lee with Simply Smarter Income, helping you to create a profitable blogging business. Now, this channel is all about how to grow your blogging business and other ways to make money online. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, today I'm going to share with you 8 amazing ways to get free traffic to your blog. Now, when it comes down to getting traffic to your blog, it can be really frustrating, right? Especially when you're starting out, you're looking for that traffic to just start rushing and flowing in, right? But it doesn't necessarily happen that way. And it can be like extremely frustrating. So today I want to share some ways for you to actually get started on bringing traffic to your blog that's not going to cost you money as well. And I think that's one of the main things, especially when you're starting a new blog. You want to stay lean. You want to do as much as you can as possible on your site yourself so that you're not wasting a lot of money, because you do want to make sure that the blog that you have in mind is going to be successful. So let's cover 8 ways to get free traffic to your blog. Now, the first way is to guest post on other blogs. Now, what I mean by guest posting, if this is something that is a foreign sort of word for you, basically guest posting is when you create a post or you write a post on another website's blog using your own name or your brand name. And this is basically a way for you to gain recognition within the space. This is a way for you to write about a topic that you're passionate about. This is also a way for you to connect and build relationships with other blogs and other companies and brands out there on the internet that are in the same space that you're in. That's really key, that are in the same space that you're in. When you're actually looking to guest post on a site, you don't want to just go and guest post on any site out there. You want to actually find sites that are closely aligned with what you actually talk about, with what you're actually discussing on your blog. And it's basically going to solidify what it is your website is all about in the eyes of Google. But if you find yourself guest posting on another site that is not related at all, well, you're going to run into some issues. Now, the second way that you can get free traffic to your blog is through social media sharing. So what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that you can actually share out your post on different social media platforms. So this could be Facebook, it could be Pinterest, it could be things like that, where you're actually sharing that information out. Also, if you have a platform somewhere else, like if you're on Clubhouse or if you're on Instagram or TikTok and you have a large following and it's closely aligned with what you've been talking about, this is another way that you can actually share your blog post as well and say, hey guys, check out my new blog post. I just put it up, blah, blah, blah. And what that's going to do is it's going to, push people to your site as well. And that's another way to get free traffic to your blog post. And this is also something that you can do each and every time you actually complete a blog post. You can just make an announcement on your social media platforms, and that could be another way. Now, if you don't have a large following, that's not something that you need to worry about as much in terms of, stressing over how much of an impact this is going to be. It's just something that you should get in the habit of doing. So as your social media following grows, this is not something that's going to be foreign to you. It's going to be something that's going to be natural, easy to do, and it's already going to be something that your viewers are already familiar with you doing as well. One of the valuable pieces about doing this, sharing your post on social media, is that you have the ability for people to share your post multiple times. This is how you might go viral, for instance, right? Not only that, people on other platforms are going to be introduced to your website, and they might not have otherwise known that you even had a website as well. And this could also be a great way to get those long-term viewers and readers. So the third way that you can get free traffic to your blog is to basically use form marketing. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there are online forums, right? And they're on different topics. And what you can do is that if you're within a certain community, again, we're going to use health and fitness. If you're within that space and you frequently go on these different forums where people are discussing health and nutrition and different workouts and things like that, well, what you can do is you can start to become part of those communities, part of those forums, participate in a lot of those conversations that are happening. Over time, people are going to start to know you, they're going to start to trust you, and hopefully they're going to find value in what you have to share. And one of the things that you can do at some point is maybe just share one of your articles. If someone's really struggling with, getting lean, maybe you've wrote a really great article on getting lean, and that's something that maybe you can say, hey, look, there's a really great article on getting lean, check it out, here's the link, right? Now, this is something that you could just go ahead and do. Now, this is something that you can just on some forums you can just do without having to worry about it. Other forums you might actually have to get the permission of the moderators, and then other places, it's just not a big deal. And after a while, people, might exchange links pretty frequently. It really just depends on the culture of that forum. But this is another great way to get a lot of traffic to your site. If a lot of eyes get on there and a lot of people find that forum very valuable, well, this is going to be another way for you to get a steady stream of traffic to your site. So number 4 is you can actually use some of the other online platforms that are out there. So for instance, there's LinkedIn, there's Medium, places like that. What you can do is you can actually go on those sites and you can start to write and produce posts on that actual platform. You might actually be able to sort of repurpose some of the posts that you have on your site as well. And then that way people are going to sort of figure out who you are. They're going to learn about you, right? They might not have heard about you before, or they might not have known about your blog or anything like that. But this is a great way for you to start to produce some great content where people can be interested and say, hey, I want to actually go check out this website as well. This could also be a really great way to drive traffic to your blog. And again, it's something that's free. Now, number 5 to get free traffic to your blog is to focus on SEO. Now, one of the great ways to focus on SEO is through keyword research. I mean, that's really the name of the game, right? So again, using health and fitness, if you're in the health and fitness space, you want to identify and find out what keywords are going to give you the most traffic, right? Which ones have the most traffic potential, like which ones have the highest traffic potential. And then you want to take that and then you want to go ahead and produce content on your site surrounding those different keywords, right? And those keywords should help to sort of guide you in terms of what direction you might want to go in terms of producing content on your site. Now, over time, this is going to lead to more and more traffic. If you have a blog and you're not doing any type of SEO at all, you're not doing any type of keyword research at all, well, it's going to take a really, really long time for you to get traffic, or you just might not ever get traffic at all because it's possible that you're writing about things that no one is actually searching for, and that's not really what you want. Now, a really great tool for this is SEMrush. It's something I actually use every time I'm doing keyword research. I'll leave a link in the description below for a free trial if you guys want to actually check that out. Now for number 6, you can actually make use of video integration on your blog, right? So for instance, I'm on YouTube right now, and this video might end up on my blog at some point, right? So one of the ways that you can basically integrate video into your blog is to maybe produce content on YouTube and then post that content onto your blog. Now, one of the ways that this is going to help to get you that free traffic is because number 1, people are watching this video, and I can say, hey, when you're done watching this video, head on over to simplysmarterincome.com to check out some exclusive content. That might be a way that I can get people over to my blog. And so all in all, what's going to happen is people who are watching your videos are going to funnel over to your actual blog. Then they're going to read that content, and then there's your free traffic. Now, one of the other things as well that kind of goes hand in hand with this video integration is when you have videos on your site, what happens is that the amount of time that someone spends on your site increases, right? So let's say someone's searching for the best way to get lean this summer, they come to your website and they're reading the article. But let's say they start to read the article and they say, you know what, I actually rather watch this video that is posted right here. So they click the video and they start watching the video on your webpage, right? Now, what happens is that Google is starting to see that this person is actually finding value on your site because they're staying on your page a lot longer, and they're staying on that page a lot longer because they're either reading the content or they're watching the video. And so in this case, they're watching that video and they're staying on your site longer, which is going to be good for you. What this is going to do is it's going to help to improve your SEO on your website. It's going to help to move you up the rankings on Google. And that again is going to help to get you more traffic and free traffic. So number 7 is to publish frequently, right? So when it comes down to your blog, you don't want to just post onesie twosies here and there whenever you feel like it. You want to actually post frequently on your blog, and it's ideal to actually have a schedule when it comes down to your blog as well. Now, one of the reasons why posting frequently on your site is going to get you free traffic is because Google likes fresh content. They like content that is new, that is fresh, that is something that people really want to look at and read. And they value that content highly, right? They value that content actually over posts that are just out there lingering and withering away and becoming outdated. So post frequently, and that should also help you get free traffic. Now we've arrived to number 8, and in my opinion, this is one of the most valuable ways to get free traffic to your blog, and that is by building an email list. Now, building an email list is very important for your blog in a lot of different ways, but if we're talking about free traffic, one of the main ways that you're going to help to get free traffic to your blog is that everyone who comes to your blog, a lot of those people, they may come to your blog for just one reason. They might want to just look at one article and then they might leave again and never ever come back to your blog. Now, that's not to say that they don't like your blog. It's just that they don't have a reason to come back to your blog, right? Because they were just searching for that one thing. But if that person who was searching for that one thing came to your site and then they signed up on your email list and you email them regularly, right? Then that's a way that you can stay engaged with that person. And then whenever you do have a blog post, you can actually email your entire email list and let them know like, hey, I actually have a new blog on getting lean this summer. Why don't you go check it out? And here they go to your blog, they're reading it. And now all of those people that have come to your blog at some point, they're actually going to come back to your blog now again. And this is going to be something that is going to become cyclical. And now, because you have that frequency, they're going to always come back to your site whenever you have a new blog, because you're going to let them know that you have a new blog post. And then also they might start to realize that you post on Wednesdays and Fridays maybe, right? And then they might actually come back to your blog post on those days looking for that new and fresh content. Now, if you have some other ways that help you get free traffic, go ahead and leave that in the comments below, because it's going to be really helpful, not only for me to look at, and maybe it's something new that I haven't seen before, but it's also going to be really helpful for everyone who's watching this video as well. If you found this video to be helpful to you at all, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this. I try to make my videos every single Thursday, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified once those videos come out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.